Hey guys, welcome back to the Tukes and Tires YouTube channel. As always, I'm Zach, and this week we're talking about this majestic beast, the Celtic Thunderbird, and the part that Kenny Kroeker and myself played in Jason and Sandy's Hardie's Dream.
Hey, is that Timmy's?
Yeah, because we're in Canada.
Hey guys, obviously you know who I am. I'm Zach. And to understand this amazing paint job and the story behind it, you got to know both halves to this. So this is my buddy Kenny.
Hey.
You know, he can tell you a little bit about himself and the reason why Jason came to him and wanted this awesome paint job. So
Yeah. So basically, I'm a photographer. I do work for a number of different magazines and things like that. Got to know Jason through the drag racing scene and through his kids. So Jason came to me because of my background in graphic design, wanting a wrap for the car. But because it's a 56 Thunderbird funny car, it seemed more appropriate to go with those old school designs. And the only way to really do it was to throw the tape at the car and actually paint it. And so that's where I got a hold of Zach. And I mean, we'd been friends for a while before that, so...
And that's how we met. We met with, like, car stuff, so it just seemed to mesh quite together. And we live very close to each other. We see each other every week, basically. And, yeah, and this is going to be the story of how this project became to be. All right, so you can see this is what the car looked like when we got it. Looked really awesome. We were going to have a blank canvas just to start painting, and then...
And then this happened. We started having to scrape the paint off, probably because it wasn't prepped properly before the previous painter had painted this black on it.
So that we had to go through all the work to painstakingly strip all this off, and I'm pretty sure we spent a couple days doing this process, and obviously you can see all those metal flakes on the floor.
Yeah, those paint chips, I think they're still popping up everywhere.
Yeah. So then we started wet sanding the base of that car to get it ready for primer. This is my ugly mug. And then after that, the car was put into primer. Looks pretty good there. Nice blank canvas to start laying down some tape.
Yeah, some sanding, and then took it outside to wash some of that dust off of it.
Beautiful backdrop there.
That rain coming was gonna wash it.
And then there's me laying down some of the base coat. It's a metal flake base, just so that we had something to put the candy on top of. You can see there, I think it's a fine metal flake. Looks pretty good. And then
we started taping for where we were actually going to spray the metal flake over top of that, so that way we had smaller panels to work with instead of trying to flake the entire car.
So then you see we have it masked off there to spray down that metal flake, and then in this shot here you can actually see the metal flake. It's looking pretty good. Getting it ready to back mask it again, which you can see in this picture. It's all back masked to spray the black.
Not to mention all the sanding that happened in between there too.
That's true. All the cleaning, all in between all this process. And then there's me spraying down some black base, and you can see the center of the hood there is actually the skull decal that's on there. The car's looking pretty good at this point. We were pretty happy.
Until we started peeling up that skull and figuring out that the sticker left some glue residue. Nothing to do with the heater under there, of course.
Yeah, because it was wintertime. So then we started cleaning it with Final Wipe, making sure that we didn't destroy that beautiful black skull we just painted on there. And then masked it up again so that we could start getting ready to do the decals and all the taping on the roof and the hood and the trunk. So then I'm pretty sure Kenny spent a couple of days just taping all this stuff off.
Yeah, it was honestly a fun couple of days, but it was pretty crazy.
And then you can see here, nice walk around of what the car looked like after it was taped off. Obviously, we had to label all these panels because they had to be painted separately. So that was a process in itself.
Just the communication between everybody, because it's like what was in my head, it was like Zach couldn't quite understand that, so labeling everything helped everybody be on the same page with what needed to come off when.
Yeah, because then a lot of this stuff had to be painted all at one time too. Like we had to go through, hours of just peeling tape and stuff like that. So you can see here Kenny doing the shading, starting to look like something. Got that lace paint on there.
Yeah, it's always if we sprayed the black first, and then those candy colors help bring a bit of color within the blacks as well, so it didn't just feel like a black over top. It felt like a dark green.
So then you can see there, it's looking pretty good. And then we had to start, obviously, again, backmasking it, covering up what just dried to then spray the other portion of that stuff. And then you can see this really satisfying tape pull here. There's a lot of tape I think we used.
We went through a few rolls.
But like, look how satisfying that is. It's beautiful. It's like butter on toast.
When the butter's melted just right.
Oh man, look at that. I could just stare at that for hours. But then there was a lot of tape pulling and just getting it to a point where we could start doing other colors because there was stuff on top of that. This is us just finishing that.
The entire car minus gold.
Yes.
What time is it, Zach?
Right now?
Right now.
It is 2:15.
2:15 a.m.
So this day we actually started, I think, at like 10:30. So it was a pretty long day just to get the whole
She is done.
like roof,
The hood is done.
hood all done in one
Roof
day,
is
so that we could get to spraying actual gold onto some of these silver lines. Look at that. Trunk's even covered up. Looks so good.
They got to run a wing for some reason.
Yeah. So then you can see here we had the same glue residue issue on the Celtic shamrock on the roof, but that's okay. Just other obstacles we had to go around. So then we started painting the gold on there. Roof is looking pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful.
That was all wrapped up, minus clear.
So then we started working on the side, doing the fish scales down the side. And just to do one side, I'm pretty sure it took us an hour and a half just to do the black shading.
That's not including any of the green candy going over top or dealing with any of the lettering.
So then you can see here, Kenny's going to be spraying down some candy. And actually, because me and Kenny never done anything like this before, so we used the black shading of the fish scales to hide possibly some tiger striping.
Possibly.
So then you can see here we had the black shading all done. It's looking pretty good. Started spraying some more gold onto that. And that section is pretty cool because it's a double. So you get like a little darker area because of spraying twice.
Yes, basically the thing with candy is the more you put on, the darker it gets. So spraying that and then pulling designs off of it left you with a darker area where there's a 2 coats of candy.
So you can see here, had the car all finished up, getting ready to spray final clear. And then after this moment, Jason saw the car for the first time and it made it all well worth it. Jesus. I don't even know what to say.
You want to try?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Jesus.
Come on in.
Holy crap. Oh my god.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm amazing. I can't believe this. You guys are incredible. Thank you, everybody. Unbelievable. Okay guys, so you just saw all those beauty shots. This car is amazing, and the great kicker is that we painted this thing in Kenny's mom's garage. So you don't need anywhere fancy to paint anything. Like, look at this thing. It's beautiful. So, I mean, I'm just some hick working in a barn, and so is Kenny. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. We're actually going to follow them around for a day at the racetrack one of these days once they get this car going. We're going to show you guys all that and get behind the scenes and, you know, show their little stuff, and possibly they might start doing some stuff about filming stuff. So that's pretty cool. But I hope you guys like this little video of this amazing car. It's actually the start of Tukes and Tires. The name was never on anything before this car, so that's pretty wicked. You got Kenny's logo there. I'll put his thing down below. I'll put like links to Kenny's Facebook, Instagram, whatnot. I'll even put the Celtic Thunderbirds Instagram and Facebook down below, so you guys go check that out. Support. We got merch for this car too on the website, so that's pretty wicked. Okay guys, so I thought I'd introduce you to the owner, Jason, of this car. And he's actually going to walk us around, show some things about this car that make it go. So we're going to start on the power plant because everybody wants to see that. All right, Jason, so what can you tell us about this thing?
So it's a 426 Hemi. It's based on the Chrysler Hemi. Any nitro burning car, most alcohol burning cars use what's based on the Chrysler Hemi. Even if it has a Toyota body on it, a Chev body, doesn't matter. Everybody runs a Chrysler Hemi style engine. This one's 426 cubic inches. The big show cars run almost a 500 cubic inch engine. On this car right now, we've got an 871 supercharger. If anybody doesn't know what a supercharger is, it's like a turbo. It pushes air into the motor, gets more air, burn more fuel, make more horsepower.
Right. How much horsepower does this motor actually make?
So this one should make between 3,000 and 4,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
Now this is our motor that we've taken out to car shows. We have an actual race motor we're putting together right now. It's pretty much done. We're putting a 1471 blower on that motor. So we've just cranked up our horsepower and our ability to burn more fuel with that big supercharger. And it's actually, ironically, it's a John Force supercharger. So,
well, that's pretty
we got
cool.
some cool race car parts in this thing.
That's pretty wicked.
Back at the back of the motor here, there's the bell housing. We have a 4-disc clutch in there. There is no transmission in this car. It's direct drive, so it runs through the clutch. You put it in gear. It's like a go-kart. You step on the gas, the weights come out and pull on the fingers, and the car accelerates down the track. No shifting, just drive it down the track. Sounds super simple. I'll have to let you know about that.
That's right. What kind of gears are in the rear end?
In the rear end, we have 370 gears.
Okay.
So with this car being a direct drive car, not a 2-speed car, it's going to be a little slower off the line, but it should be quicker in the top end.
Right. What kind of RPMs do you think you'd see in a run?
I'm going to expect we'll see probably around no higher than 8,000 RPM. I don't think we'll go any higher than 8,000 RPM.
Awesome. And what do you think it's going to run for a time?
Depends how brave the driver is, I guess.
That's right. That's awesome. But what do you think about this car, Jason, after we painted it?
I was speechless. This is like a dream come true. I've wanted to do this since I was a little kid. I've always wanted to be a funny car driver. Got to hop in one last year, my buddy Randy's car, and got to go out and do a burnout up at St. Thomas. And it was like, oh my God, it was, the dream's finally coming true. And Zack and Kenny painting this thing, and Kenny's mom's garage, and I broke down in tears the first time I saw it. It was
which you guys actually seen that footage, so
yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
but
we're gonna go out, we're gonna have some fun, put some smiles on some faces, looking forward to meeting people and talking about what we want to do, and promoting trades is a big thing we want to do. We got some great partners that we're working with to try and promote trades. A lot of people that are very active in the community already. Strode's Deli in Brantford, Andrea Berestavenko, Kim Bailey Brown, Caledonia Auto, they're helping us do this. It's a dream come true. It's stupid to even be building a nitro car, but why wouldn't you?
That's right, yeah.
Our other partner that we're promoting, Organized Chaos, they have a after-school program. They mentor children ages 13 to 17 in trades. So we think that's a great thing, and we want to try and help them promote that as well.
And that's definitely great to get kids into that type of stuff.
100%. We're going to start going around talking to kids at high schools. We're trying to get into the school system and talking to kids, talking about trades, talking about chasing your dreams and passion. And
that's right, and that's what it's all about.
Things. So it's 100% about that. So
that's awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
Awesome little talk.
Okay, guys. Well, that's it for now on this amazing vehicle. I'm really happy to be a part of what this thing is and what it's going to be. I can't wait to see it go down the track. You guys are going to see that, so that's going to be really sweet. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Go follow Jason. Go follow Kenny. Those guys are great. And as always, don't forget to salute the beaver.